And Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people, bringing us our conversation today with Mike and Penny Zimmerman. Play ball sports. Back with us in the wintertime. We don't think about ball in the wintertime, do we, Mike?
Well, we think about ball 12 months a year.
12 months a year.
Yeah,
absolutely. That's what play ball sports is all about. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
It's good to have you with us here this morning. We're talking about play ball sports in the wintertime because play ball sports is thinking about baseball all the time. And it's time to think about the Pirates Caravan again. How about that?
I know. We're excited to have them back again this year.
It's amazing, amazing. All right, Penny, we're going to pull that microphone just a little closer to you and get out your big voice like you're yelling at the kids. Okay?
Yeah, that shouldn't take much.
Just think of this morning getting them onto the bus.
Yeah.
That should have been enough.
Yeah.
All right, so play ball sports. Let's reintroduce play ball sports to our listeners because it really is a great idea. People think that you can only play ball if you're south of the Mason-Dixon line and far south at this time of the year. But, Mike, that's not true.
No. We have a really nice indoor facility. We're located at 1830 Oakland Avenue, Suite 125 in Indiana. It's kind of behind the old Ironwood Grill off Oakland Avenue. We have indoor turf and batting cages, pitching lanes, anything that you would need to do in the off season for baseball or softball. We can take care of it there and get your kids active and get them working.
Yeah, it's amazing. And it's baseball and softball as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The softball is just as strong, if not stronger, than the baseball. The girls are really dedicated to their sport.
Tell you what. And Penny, you probably see ball players from every school around our area all year long too, don't you?
Yes, we do. From multiple counties, actually. We have kids coming from Brookville, Punxsutawney, Du Bois.
Oh, yeah?
We have a girl that drives, 2 hours to practice on Sundays for our travel team.
Yeah.
It's amazing how big it's become.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, let's talk about how it is formatted. So take, for instance, a girl that might have to travel some distance to come to play ball sports here in Indiana. How does that girl get the workout that she's really after?
On average, our girls that are on the travel teams practice every Sunday, and it's about an hour and a half practice with their team. Now, those kids that either want to get more or kids that aren't on our travel team can actually come in any day during the week and have a private lesson with an instructor. So they kind of schedule a time with Penny. She'll set them up with a half an hour or an hour with a specialized instructor to work on pitching or hitting or fielding. Mm-hmm. Then they travel in, they'll do their workout, and then they can go home, or if they're on a travel team, they'll come back in for a weekend. Yeah. But kids kind of access it both ways, whether it's through the teams or just for private instruction, or if they just want to come in and hit and throw, we can set them up and give them a space that they can work out in with their mom or dad.
You take a little infield?
Absolutely.
You take some infield?
Absolutely.
Yeah. You still warm up the arm?
I'm still playing over 40 baseball.
Yeah.
So I'm still having a good time.
That's not what I asked you.
My arm still feels pretty good.
Does it?
Yes.
All right. Who throws a better fastball, you or Penny?
Penny.
Is that true?
No, that's not true.
It's not true?
No.
I bet you throw a pretty good one, though.
I, back in the day, probably could have thrown a pretty good fastball, but not now.
Yeah.
I'm more in the office doing the paperwork and setting up the scheduling and stuff. He's more out on the field and the turf doing the stuff with the kids. So.
Yeah. Mike, batting cages?
Yes.
Bullpen?
Yep.
Everything that you need?
Yep. We have everything there.
Yeah. And anybody can come.
Yes.
We're thinking about, we talk AAU ball is really, really big, and travel teams and that nature. And of course, the sports teams, the school teams, they're going to get set up. But anybody can come play ball, right?
Anybody. Even, Little League teams sometimes come spring when the weather still isn't good. Mm-hmm. They'll come in, rent the place for an hour, and the Little Leaguers are working out, getting ready for their seasons. High school teams are coming in, using it, prepping for the spring. Those teams can just kind of block off time, come in with their own coaches and their own teams, and then they work out and or they're able to use the space that way.
Oh, that's terrific stuff. And if they need to schedule it, then they just give Penny a call and she'll fix them up.
She takes care of them.
They can call me or email me at playballsportsindiana@gmail.com. That's probably the best way to get a hold of us because we're not always in the office because we're set up by appointment only. So days vary on when I'm in the office. So if anybody needs to get a hold of me, email is probably the best and fastest way because I'm constantly on the email.
And a good way to learn about play ball sports, well, it's coming up on the 22nd, isn't it? Yeah. You guys are sponsoring, again, the Pirates Caravan.
Yes.
Coming to the KCAC.
Yep.
What are people going to see from play ball sports when they get there?
Well, they're going to see a bunch of our instructors and our staff on board. Some of our players will be there. We're going to have the IUP softball and baseball teams in, and they're going to set up stations too. But I think we're going to do our Guess Your Speed game again this year for a chance to win a gift certificate to Play Ball Sports. So we'll do like a drawing on that, on the kids that correctly guess their name. We'll put them in a drawing and pick a winner for like $100 gift certificate to Play Ball Sports. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun. The kids really had a good time last year.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Ball is so fun. I always said that when I grew up, the only thing I wanted to do, Mike, with my summer times, Dad wouldn't let it work out this way because, he had to get to the farm, he had to do all that stuff. But the only thing I wanted to do was shag fly balls, and I would stay for hours and make the playground director hit me fly balls. And at the Heritage Conference Appalachian or Westpac Appalachian Bowl dinner the other day, I hadn't seen the guy since 1977, and he came up to me and he said, "You don't remember me, but I'm the guy that had to hit all those fungos to you all those years ago." But he remembered me because I just wouldn't let it go. There's something about putting a ball glove on your hand that you can't beat.
Right. And I remember doing the same thing growing up. After maybe my dad got tired of hitting them, the neighbor dad would come up and hit. And, we were just constantly throwing a ball, catching a ball, running around, being a kid. And that's what we're trying to keep going for these kids. Unfortunately, sometimes the electronics and all these things are taking over. But if we can get them on the turf or get them on a field and get them, having fun and being a kid for an hour and a half.
Yeah. Fundamentals are such a big part of the game. And people say, you got to work on that. You have to drill on that. But that's what makes the game fun, is being able to do it right, to play it right. And that's what you're about.
Yes. And that's the key. I think the reason we've been so successful, it really goes back to our coaches, our staff, our trainers that work with these kids. We're putting a lot of kids into college softball.
Yeah.
And the baseball's coming on. The baseball's getting stronger, but we just 10 of our girls this past year on our 18U team, 10 out of 12 signed with college programs to play college softball.
Yeah, including this Haley Zimmerman girl?
Yes, she's in there right now, working hard.
She's at IUP?
Yes.
Has she had her first season yet? Is this her freshman season coming up?
Yeah, freshman season. She's got one semester in, did really well in the fall, and she's excited to get at it. They'll be heading to Florida here in a couple months to get started.
Does she give you some ideas about what they do with the IUP program? That
yes.
You say, I could incorporate that here? Or even vice versa, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're tapping her information now, and she's actually coming back and now working with the kids too. So she's getting both ends of it now. She's going from player to almost helping the younger kids learn. So it's been a neat transition.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool. All right, we're talking with Mike and Penny Zimmerman, Play Ball Sports. Penny, give the information again, because somebody out there is listening right now. It says, I need to get my kid involved in this.
Yep. We're located at 1830 Oakland Avenue, Suite 125 in Indiana, which is near the old Ironwood Grill, across from Perkins on Oakland Avenue. Our web address is www.playballsportsindiana.com. And our email address, which is the best way to get a hold of us, is playballsportsindiana@gmail.com. And our phone number is 724-801-8036.
This will be on Facebook, so folks can review all that information to get all that. And, of course, we post all of our interviews as well on our program website, so people can get that information again. But Play Ball Sports is such a great idea for this area. And I know that there are other facilities such as this in other communities, but this is ours.
Right.
And we're really excited about the fact that Play Ball Sports is still with us and is still going strong.
Thank you. Yeah, we're excited.
Thanks for both coming in today.
You're welcome. Thanks for having us.
And thanks for sponsoring the Pirates Caravan. That's so much fun when they come and the kids get all excited about ball.
It was awesome last year, and I would tell anybody, if you're even thinking about coming, come out. It is worth every minute you're there.
Yeah.
You get to actually work hand to hand with the Pittsburgh Pirates. It was awesome. It was awesome.
Absolutely amazing. And of course, the Pirates are going to be here. As you said, Penny, the IUP teams are going to have information there and about that.
Yep.
You'll be there.
Yes.
They can learn all about Play Ball Sports.
Yeah.
Terrific stuff. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS, AM 1160 and 101.1 FM.